Hi everybody, it's Julie from now Wicked Little Studios, formerly Wicked Unscripted, and I know this is not how I normally look for my YouTube vlogs, but I needed to do a vlog today because we haven't done one since Wicked Little Studios has started its relaunch. So check us out at www.wickedlittlestudios.com. And hopefully we'll be having more stuff up there. My site admin, Mike, who I adore, Mike has been with me for 4 years now, and basically puts up with me being a controlling pain in his ass. He's been dealing with some family stuff, so I've been just whatever with the website. But I wanted to get this up and get this going, because this is something I can do without bugging Mike. I just need to actually do it. I wanted to say thank you to everybody today. I spent the day in Reading, Massachusetts at the 30th anniversary of Comically Speaking, which is a great store right on Main Street in Reading. It's actually the old VFW hall, so it's one of the bigger stores that I've been in a while. I'm not really sure which store is bigger, if New England Comics in Brockton just looks bigger, or if it actually is. I'm not sure, but it was great to be there. I was there with the help of my friends over at Comic Art House, Bob and Kim Shaw, and of course, Eric Crope. So thank you very much. I really appreciated the opportunity. That was great. I got to sit next to Enrica Zhang, which she's fabulous. You guys should really look up her stuff. Go check out her book, AZTECA. It's indie. It's fantastic. The reviews are great. To heck with it getting to negative reviews that she mentioned. Because you know what? Critics pan everything, and those who can't do, they don't teach, they critique. And they tear down any idea that's awesome and original, and I think it's great. So I'm not going to give a lot away. I will just say the following words. Zombies, 2012, awesome. Mercenary. Go check it out. I'm actually not really sure if there are zombies. I can't remember. That might have just been my own brain. But either way, go take a look at AZTECA. Look up Enrica Zhang. Her work is amazing. I got to hang out. Sorry, bangs. I got to hang out with Scott Ambrerson, who I don't get to see very often. He and I have done a few shows together. We're part of the New England Con Artists, just this general group of giant 8-year-olds who get to do what they love. And it was nice to see him and spend some time with him, because he definitely makes me laugh, and there will be links up on the sidebar later once I can figure out how to upload things from my BlackBerry to my laptop to my YouTube channel of Scott just being Scott and wonderful and making us crack up. And today was such a hard day for me emotionally that I really needed it. So he doesn't even know how much I needed what he did today. So I really appreciate it, Scott. You're the man. Other bright points in my day was I was sitting next to Norman Lee. And what's really cool about this for me is it made me feel like I have arrived as an artist. I'm such a nerd. I've done, I think, over 50 shows at this point. And I want to say that Norman and I have been at least 20 of the same shows, at least. And I'm always off in the land of misfit toys because, one, I'm a webcomic artist. Two, I'm not a very well-known webcomic artist, and because I don't update. And three, I'm a glorified pencil monkey. I mean, that's the nicest way of putting it. I am a fangirl who has an awesome job that I don't even get to do full-time. So, I'm not in league with Norman at all. And I got to sit next to him. I got to chat with him a little bit. I gave him an original Harley Quinn before I left. Before he left. And she's a Harley that was retiring at the end of 2010, but I never sold the original of her. So I gave her to Norman, and he gave me a print of an amazing Wonder Woman, because you know me, and I'm all about, being awesome and kicking butt, and just being a girl, and being good at it, and being better than the guys, but not that I am. So that was great. And then Norman gave me a hug before he left, and he was like, oh, we totally need to hang out again. I can't wait to see you at another show. So I'm geeking out a little bit, but it also made me very nostalgic, because my first show was the Monkey House show in Boston way back in the day. And my very first show, I sat next to Hannibal King. And the entire time, Hannibal was just talking to me and giving me words of encouragement and telling me that I could do it. And my mom actually wound up showing up for the show, and he introduced himself to my mom as my new husband. And if you've ever met Hannibal King, you can totally see him saying this, but keep in mind, I was about 21, and Hannibal's a little bit older than that. Just a smidgen. But I actually have a fantastic print. I have his Batman and Catwoman kissing on top of the roof in Gotham print on my wall, and it even says to Juli, my WU wife. So to be there with Norman and Scott and Enrica and Eric and everybody else, it was great. My friends from Fall Space stopped by, Jessica and Brian, so it was good to see you guys. You will always be Ollie and Dinah to me, no matter what you guys are wearing. And seriously, Brian, I know people who would weep for your mustache and your beard. Best beard ever! I need to get pictures of it. Anyway, so I know I'm wicked ADD right now. I'm so exhausted. I've been up for 3 days straight getting ready for the show, and I wound up selling about $25 worth of stuff. I didn't even make my gas money back, but it didn't matter because I was able to go and do this show. And the more signings I do and the better following I get, that's what matters to me. And it's really all about sitting there and talking with the fans and doing whatever I can. I'm sorry, but I'm getting distracted by a sweet little fox who keeps IMing me. I should have told her I'm doing this video, but yes, so it's been great to go out and meet with a lot of you guys, and for me personally, Reading was a little bit difficult. My grandparents lived in Reading pretty much my whole life. My grandfather only moved away recently, and my grandmother, who I'm named for, and my dad are actually buried in Reading, Massachusetts. So to be in that town where I was first really learning about comics and learning about storytelling, because there's no storyteller like Sonny Mayers. My grandfather's amazing. At 80, he wrote a novel. At 82, he got bored, so he learned ancient Greek. My grandfather's awesome. I love him to death. He lives off of, cheese sandwiches and boiling hot tea at 89. But my dad and my mom, both of them, have been very supportive of their artistic child. Because my sister's the genius, and she's basically Wonder Woman. She is. And my brother was very athletic, and he had a great career in the military, and he's very business-oriented. And then there's me. So, she's our special one. That whole thing of the youngest can pretty much get away with everything. Not totally true. More or less, the youngest, they have a little bit more realistic expectations on. My parents knew I wasn't going to save the world. They knew I wasn't going to get into Harvard. And wearing my Bruins hoodie that smells awesome is pretty much the closest I'm ever going to get to professional sports. So my mom and dad were always very, very supportive of it. My mom would take me into the MFA, and, we'd sit there and talk about art, and we'd go see musicals and theater and all this other stuff. But my dad was the one who really saw that comics and animation were my niche, and I remember watching Batman Mask of the Phantasm in theaters with my grandfather, my first cousin Daniel, and my dad, and I looked up at the screen and I said, I want to do that for a living. My dad said, grappling hooks and jumping from buildings? It's being in the army. And I said, no, I want to make that. And I'm kind of living the dream. So to be there and to be selling Batman and to be just talking about comics and art with these young kids who are the same age I was when that movie came out, and to be in the same town that my dad is in, meant the world to me. So thank you very much. And Eric Beatty, I wouldn't have made it through today without you. You are amazing, and I love you. You're my best friend. And I'm a mess now, so I'm going to go watch some Scrubs and fall asleep. See you soon. Bye.